The most important role that the district attorney can fulfill is building partnerships with communities. And he certainly has built great partnership here with the citizens of Medford and all of our agencies and departments. The first, the program between the schools where people, representatives, either the DA himself or representatives of his office meet with our school department on a weekly basis to check on the status of some kids that may have some issues, that they may have to give a little guidance and direction in life that helps to make a better quality of life for us. We've had a number of issues where any time there is a crime committed in the community, we get an update from the DA's office as the disposition of that case in every step along the way. So we're fully informed, and we can inform people in our community as to what is going on and the quality of life we have in this community. In addition to that, they're always there to provide resources for Medford Police Department to partner to make sure they can bring a case or a crime to a quicker, safer conclusion for the people here in the community. So it's no surprise to me today that he's here to talk about another program that he has helped develop in partnership with a lot of community agencies and hospitals and people who have some interest in providing that better quality of life. And that revolves around preventing elder abuse. And at this point, I want to introduce to you a great friend of Medford, a great district attorney, Gerry Leone, who will give you the details and announce the program. Thank you.
I'm going to pop this out of here. Talk to you a little bit. Whenever I'm trying to do something important, I call Mike McGlynn, and I come to Medford. Because Medford is one of my favorite cities. I got 54 towns and cities in Middlesex County. It's one of my favorite places to be, because I always think of this city as a city with great character. And it starts right at the top with the mayor, Mike McGlynn. And you talk about elders or seniors. And Mike McGlynn's dad has been a good friend. And I'll tell you one thing, he's in better shape than Mike and me, so I don't a senior or an elder. But the whole McGlynn family has always been very committed to this community and to things that are basically focused on family. And I just wanted to talk to you about a couple things today. When I talk about elders or seniors, I have a real professional commitment, but a real personal commitment to you. And let me tell you why. You know, when I was in college, I wrote my paper when I went to college at Harvard on John F. Kennedy. And John F. Kennedy used to say about communities, he'd say, you can only gauge the strength of a community by those people in the community who are most vulnerable or who are most needy. And the way I look at that is I look at our children, the very beginning of the spectrum, and I look at elders and seniors. And if your lives aren't good, if they're not the best they can be, then that says something about the community and the people like me who are supposed to keep you safe. So this is real important to me. From a personal level, when I went to college and I went to law school nights, I lived with my grandfather and my great aunt. And they were between the ages of 70 and 80. And, you know, I saw the struggles and the challenges that they went through. We lived in a little house in Brighton together. Sometimes it was financial, sometimes it was health, sometimes it was things like transportation or food, the very basic needs that we all should have, and that you should absolutely have, and that we should fight for you so that you have those things. And I'll tell you, I took a look at what was happening in our communities, and the good news is there are a lot more elders and seniors now. People are living longer, and the population of the communities of people like yourselves are larger now. That's good news. But the bad news is the mistreatment and the abuse of people like yourselves is up. And that's not good news. And for me, somebody who's sworn to protect you and keep you safe and healthy and well, that's something that's going to go right to the top of my list, and it has. And that's why I came to Mike McGlynn, good friend Paul, when I was here as well. Paul Camuso, whose grandmother I know, many of you know. Paul Camuso is a good friend from your community. This is where I wanted to talk about this, and this is where we wanted to start this. There's a very important woman here named Marion Ryan. Marion's over there in a black dress. She's my senior counsel for matters like this, and she's the one who does all the hard work for me. and goes out and brings people together. People like Michael Festa. Michael's the man who works on behalf of the governor, and he runs all of the elder affairs. And Michael's a good friend, and he was a state rep out of a nearby city, and now he works for the governor. And his job is keeping people like you safe, healthy, and well. So I went to him, and I said, we've got good news and bad news, and I want you to help me with the bad news. And that's why I'm here, because we've created a partnership of the people who are supposed to keep you safe, and the people who are supposed to keep you healthy, and the people who are supposed to keep you well. And we're going to do two things with all those people. We're going to bring them together, and we're going to train them and make sure they know all the different ways that you need them, and have them do that better. And then we're going to raise awareness. We're going to let you know what's available to you, so that you can take advantage of anything you might need, and make all those people who are responsible for keeping you safe, healthy, and well, let them know too. So at the end of the day, people like myself and others who are responsible for helping you every day can do that to the best of our abilities. Okay? I think I've got a pretty good handle on what your needs are. And we're going to address those. And the best way I know to do that is to bring everybody together who's supposed to be doing that for you and have them do it even better for you. Okay? So that's what we're here to talk about. That's why we brought together all of these people. It's all about you. The focus is you. Keeping you safe, keeping you healthy, keeping you well. And the bottom line is I want to increase your quality of life. What's going on every day with you, each day. Now my father lives in public housing out in Framingham. You know, much like yourselves, dinner like this every day. I stop by and see him all the time. And I get a good handle on the things that he needs as well as you. So, I don't want to interrupt your meal. I'm sorry to interrupt it. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I'd like to just go around and talk to you and have you tell me if I'm missing anything or other things you might need. Okay? So thanks for having me here today, and get back to your lunch.